This is episode 205. You got cheesed, you little bitch.
Starting the year off strong. I said, that's it coming to you from 2020. 2022, oh my God.
You went backwards a year instead of forwards.
Holy shit. Oh,
All right.
boy.
It's the tone control. Clink.
Yeah, I guess so.
Ding.
It's not worse.
Woo. All right.
Hello.
Hi. Hey, do you listen to any podcasts that don't do a cold open?
Broderick on the Line does not do a cold open.
Really?
Yeah.
That is not what I would have expected from them.
They have a very, very short song intro thing, but I think that's the only one. Well, Tone Jerks doesn't do one. Not that I can think of.
No,
I mean,
I
if they
don't
do,
think so.
it's not often. No, the other ones that I've been listening to lately definitely cold open.
I think it's cool. I think it's the way to go. Now that I think about it, though, I'm not sure I do it on my other podcast. I really just like start and say the date. This is the date. This is what we're doing. But
Is
do it
ours
before the
considered a
theme
cold
music.
open? Is the theme music the divide between hot or
Yeah.
cold open?
I think so. I think, you know what it is? It's because ours is a title read, but it's also like, it's also different.
I think if we were to do a cold open, it would be anything before this is episode blah, 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 right?
Oh, okay. So you think ours doesn't even count?
I don't even know.
Man.
Well, I think you need a standard before you can. If you put something before what's the norm, that's when it's a cold open, right? That thing before the normal thing.
But if you always do a thing, then that's normal. So you can't
That's
just
what
say,
I mean. So right. So if we had something before this is episode 205, that would be the cold open.
What I'm saying is if every time we put something before this is episode 205,
then it wouldn't be.
it would be normal.
Yes.
But SNL is called what they do is called a cold open, even though they do it every time.
So on
doesn't-
TV,
it's because there's. I guess it's. I think the only feature is that it's something before they actually say what show it is.
We're watching Doctor Who right now, and
Yeah.
they always do a cold open with Doctor Who.
Right.
One of the things I really enjoy about that show actually is, hey, nice koozie, bro.
Oh, hey.
Hey. Yeah, one of the things I really like about
I only get
it.
this out when we're recording the show because this is actually garbage, and I don't actually use this in my daily life. But don't tell any of the listeners. It's just you and me here. Oh shit! Somebody just came in.
Oh crap! I hope you didn't hear that.
Don't repeat what I. Anyway, I didn't say anything just now. So let's continue the conversation that we were having. And
I was just gonna say one of the things I really enjoy about Doctor Who is that it's the cold open and it's the different cast every episode, and like you usually don't know what's going to be happening in the cold open. Like the cold open may not even reveal that it is an episode of Doctor Who, right?
Right.
It's just like some crazy shit happening, and there's like giant space crabs or something, and that's oh my god, how are they going to get out of this one?
Or the thing about Doctor Who is they can make it look like just some sort of like quaint English television program.
It's just somewhere.
And until the mannequins start moving or something, you don't necessarily know. Like if you didn't know it was Doctor Who,
like you need no other context.
Somebody's making cereal. Oh, somebody's homesick from school. What are we gonna do? Oh shoot, I need child. It's some normal thing, right?
Yeah.
And then the space alien turns up, and then it's like,
and somebody screams like a classic. Ah! Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah.
So I did not know that I was going to start talking about this until like halfway through the theme song, which I think is why I insist on playing the theme song before we start. Because I was like, I don't even know what I'm going to say. And then I play the theme song and suddenly I'm in the mode where I can just riff about stuff that doesn't matter. which
Well, it helps you compartmentalize.
yeah. And it puts me in a mood. Now that I think about it, I've advised so many people like have wanted to start a podcast, and they've been talking to me about production and said like, I don't know if I want a theme song, like, should I even have one? Should I just pick some random thing? Like, can we use something different every time? And I honestly feel like, no, you absolutely need to, because of the mood that you set for people. Like, and it's the repetitive nature of music. It's that thing, just like when you hear a phrase enough times or you hear any sound enough times, it starts to sound like music. It's your brain musicizes things. It wants to hear music repeated to it. It wants to like things. The more you hear something, the more you want to like it. And it sets that frame of mind, right? So it gets people in the mood to listen to whatever program it is. I think it's super important.
Yeah.
But it's 2022 and we should change something up, right? So should we change? Now, this again, I didn't plan this. It just came to me as we were talking about it. But I realized because what we do, I was thinking of that as a cold open, but I think you're right. It's not. It's just the title of the show.
Right.
So
what are you thinking about changing up? Like,
I don't know. Because now I'm realizing this is only going to make more work for me.
but and like, I also think like, what are you talking about? Like a new theme song or like a different intro?
No, different, like something that would qualify as a cold open.
Okay.
And then maybe read the title and then everything else happens. Like just slap it on the front. So what would it be though? Like we'd have to,
it would be a bit like SNL, right?
Yeah. It would be like, we'd have to pull something from the episode or something, right? And move it to the front.
Yeah. It'd be like, hey man, like, can you trying to think, like I have nothing. Like
this is already going really well.
Yeah. Hey man, can you explain compressors to me? Or like just some garbage about
what kind of bear is best? What string gauge is best?
Yeah, like and then just some it's a Portlandia bit.
Can I see the farm where these strings were coiled? I just want to know that they were taken care of.
Yeah. Oh, God. So, do we want to talk about a real thing? Like, no, we'll save it. How was your break?
It was good, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Were you there?
Yeah, man. I had a fun break. Hope everybody enjoyed the stupid episode, stupider episode, and I let's see. So what all happened? So I had this break, and the way work has gone this week right now has been crazy. And leading up to that was not. And that was the sort of the opposite of the plan. Like I had like a few projects that were like kind of major things that were going to happen like on holidays, like going back all the way to Thanksgiving. And all of them managed to postpone themselves just enough that they're just now starting to come up. So all of the like, we've got to have this out by end of November, end of December. We're shooting for before Christmas. Now we're gonna be in January. You know what? Pressure's off. We're gonna be in January, and now I'm starting to actually. So it made for a bit of a lean November and December, honestly.
Yeah, but knowing that it's coming.
But then this week, like it's like opposite vacation. This week was
everyone's
like
back and feeling fresh, and they're like, "Hey, yo, we should dust off." Yeah,
yeah, like
let's get that project going.
It's time, which is fine. But so yeah, so I guess that's what I was thinking is how was my break? I thought I've been working my ass off. What are you talking about, break?
Yeah.
So what happened up in the? Oh, we got a little bit of snow today too, and my kid's tooth fell out. That's all the things.
Nice.
Yeah.
Snow teeth. Cool. I was off work for 10 days, like holidays and weekends included in that.
Right.
And it's kind of the longest I've been off work without going somewhere and like being on a vacation. We traveled for Christmas and stuff, like not crazy. We're still very safe with COVID and all that. Yeah. So we went to my in-laws who are just about 35 minutes from here.
Oh,
and then down to my parents in Connecticut. So yeah. And it was great. So holiday was good. All that was good. And then I was off between Christmas and New Year's, as I tend to do. And it was just quiet. I had nowhere to be, nothing to do. Beth had to work. I was also off school, so I was truly free. Really just nothingness. And it was awesome.
Some of this.
I would just like sit with a coffee and stare out the kitchen window and just sort of think about
Marvel
stuff.
At your domain.
Just like, I've got nothing to do. If I turn around, I can just go look at a different window, right? Right? It's not like I'm stalling. It's not like I'm procrastinating on anything.
Yeah.
Had like one thing a day to do, which was awfully low stakes. And it was, like take this bag of clothes to the Goodwill. Right?
Oh,
That'll
how are
take,
you going to get it all done?
Right. And I didn't get to it today. I'll do it tomorrow. That kind of thing. Played a lot of video games, played a lot of guitar.
Yeah.
Just chilled the hell out, which I really only get to do like that once a year, and it was good. But we're back now. This week has been rough, let me tell you.
Yeah. School and work begins, and
School and work both began on Monday, and I had a really productive Monday. I was like, I'm firing on all cylinders. Look at me go. Look out, world.
This is what vacation Derek can do.
Yeah, look at me, rested.
Yeah.
Here we go. Tuesday, crashed and burned.
Wait, I got to do this more than one day in a row?
Wait a minute.
No.
Nobody told me about this. And
This
so
is
then
not the deal.
Yeah. And then by today it's like, oh my God, it's still this week. Right. And
it's not quite over.
Yeah. And then right. So the weeks leading up to Christmas and stuff at work were awfully slow, pretty hands off, kind of checked out pretty much like the week of Christmas and then off the week after. So, now there's like real things to do, and my attention and like ability to commit to doing work is so low. It's so diminished. And it just takes some time to kind of rev that back up and be like, no, this is my job. It's my career. Should probably like pay attention to it. But I was talking to my boss about some projects this afternoon and had to cite a previous conversation that happened this morning. And it felt like it was 3 weeks ago. So it was an intense morning over here. Yeah. So anyway, it was good.
Sweet.
And we're back. Now we're doing that. Like I had this thing all day at work this week, or all day at work Monday and this week of like, what's my job? What do I do? Or what did I leave before? What was I in progress with when I left? And now I'm doing that for the podcast too. Like, what do we do here?
Wow.
What is my job?
What is your podcast job?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm typing something because I just remembered something that I'm going to want to bring up later.
Okay.
Anyway,
do you want me to vamp? Do you still?
No, it's fine. I found it. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, hey, the tone control's back. It's and better than ever.
It's not worse.
Yeah. Well, probably not yet. Okay, let's do this.
Thanks to Pedal Genie for sponsoring the tone control. Visit pedalgenie.com and start your wish list today.
Do it.
Yeah. So
hey,
go ahead.
Are we about to say the same thing?
Probably.
Go ahead.
No, I don't know. Now I'm skeptical that we were saying the same thing. Go ahead. What were you going
I
to
was
say?
just going to mention that we didn't, because of our recording schedule and stuff, we didn't really announce this or anything.
Yeah.
Pedal Genie's pricing has changed, everybody. So unfortunately, like this is not helpful for anybody hearing this now into 2022, but on January 1st, their standard and pro subscription prices are increasing. So there'll be $47 and $77 instead of $39 and $69. So a few bucks more.
Oddly, the website doesn't reflect that.
Right, I know. There's that little box up in the top left that says it. But if you're already a member, you've been grandfathered in. So there's that. Just a heads up.
Yeah, I was hoping to find that reflected on this page when I called it up, but apparently not. So yeah, that was supposed to go into effect January 1st. So we assume that it has.
Existing members will stay at existing prices.
Yeah.
So
that includes us, right?
Yeah. You could say that. Yeah.
You could say that. Well, I have a pedal today. You have a pedal today. We had plenty of time to get them after all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been enjoying this one. We'll get to that in a little bit. But
Sweet.
yeah.
I think let's talk about some guitar stuff. Yeah? All right.
Yeah.
Friggin' okay.
Friggin' get it. Whoa.
Well, that was a short one.
It's also really loud.
Was it? Was it like super loud?
So for me, it was.
Okay. Well, sorry.
That's okay.
You got a guess? Do you want to guess?
It's some octave fuzz. Is it the
Yeah, I think so.
Earthquaker?
Nope.
Ooh.
I don't think that's an Earthquaker. It's the
Hoof Reaper?
Hoof Reaper. Is that Earthquaker?
Yeah, that's Earthquaker. Yeah.
It turns out, hey, Derek, it is an Earthquaker. Turns out that's the Hoof Reaper from Earthquaker
That's a good,
devices.
that's a freaking bitchin' pedal.
That's a bitchin' pedal.
It's a bitchin' pedal. Let's talk about the PRS Silver Sky SE.
Okay. Hoof Reaper. I'm just writing this crap down.
Or I'm watching you live edit the notes.
It's prime podcasting. All right. So the PRS Silver Sky SE. So
yeah, this isn't actually like out yet. There's a thing coming next Tuesday that's going to like have pricing and all that shit. But the pictures are here. The specs are here. Yeah.
This looks like a Strat.
Yeah. So the Silver Sky is the John Mayer model from PRS, made in the US, bolt-on S-style guitar.
Cool.
It's a cool guitar. Everything I've heard about it is great. I've heard if you're in the market for a Strat, don't sleep on the Silver Sky. It is
nice.
By all accounts, a wonderful guitar. So the SE version, which is PRS's import line,
right,
is
lowering
here.
the cost a bit. Yeah.
Yep, quite a bit. I think the American one is like 2,300. They're speculating this to be maybe around 850, but under 1,000 for sure.
Wow, is that Gear News speculating?
I believe so. Yeah. So this is great. I think because the Silver Sky
that matte finish tuner.
Right.
That's pretty sexy.
And even the headstock is a flat finish too.
It's very modern.
Like it's not a glossy thing. New colors, but otherwise it is basically the same guitar. And unless I think this is my hot take, maybe unless you want the American made and maybe a specific color and other very very specific specs that I think are maybe not that important. Just get the SE one, you know?
Yeah.
And because SEs are imported to the US and then they're all set up by PRS at their factory in Maryland, like there's little reason to spend all that extra money, you know?
It's getting checked over. So like, what do we got here? Same pickups, different bodies.
Same pickups,
it's not alder, it's poplar. Is that a problem for anybody?
I don't think it's a problem. I think it's going to be crazy lightweight.
Yeah. Poplar's a wood that's known for workability, right? So poplar is a choice for like trim work in houses because you can carve it and work with it really easily and it doesn't crack and stuff like that.
Right. And plenty of guitars are made out of that. So it's not like a weird choice. The same pickups, like you said, I think that's kind of a huge detail.
That's a big thing, right? You'd expect them to save on one of those. It's like a single part that's like usually kind of expensive, right? What's a 2-point trem instead of a 6-point mean?
So I don't have my Strat here, but if you look at the bridge where the tremolo block is mounted to the body or where it hinges on the body is just 2 screws, one on the bass side, one on the treble side.
Yep.
Vintage Fenders and actually even current production Fenders and the original Silver Sky have 6 screws across.
Okay.
So it's just like it's a little bit of a vintage versus modern kind of thing. My Strat has a 2-point on it. It's from the early 2000s. They've since gone back. PRS kind of redesigned the screw on the 6-point, so it's more of a floating knife edge. I don't know if that's the case here, but still, 2-point versus 6-point. I don't think that's really worth getting all fussy about.
So it's a vintage modern thing. It's not like a cheap thing. Like because 6-point. We're talking about screws. These are 2-cent items. This isn't what's.
Yeah, and it's like the saddles are still vintage style saddles. I think that's kind of. I'd rather have that than worry about how many points of contact there are for the block. But
so the radius is different. A little.
The radius
sharper?
is 1 inch.
No,
1
flatter.
inch. Flatter, yeah. So the original is a 7.25-inch radius, which is vintage Fender spec.
Yeah.
Like my 72 reissue has that. It's very round. I'm so really surprised that John Mayer's guitar has 7.25, honestly.
Yeah.
But the new one has 8.5, which is really definitely weird. Usually the next one you see is 9.5. And then Gibsons
so
have
it's a very
12.
subtle change. Yeah.
Yeah. And 7.25 to 9.5, you can definitely feel and notice. And then from 9.5 to 12 on a Gibson, you can certainly notice. 7.25 to 8.5, like, I'm curious about that.
Yeah. And why that, I guess, is my question, right? Because the only way this is a cost-saving measure is if they were just tooled for that in the non-US
like
factories.
There's some other guitar that, yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just a spec update. I wonder if the US Silver Sky will reflect that next year.
It's going to get updated to this too.
Yeah. But like that's kind of it. You know, it's otherwise the same guitar. It still has the reverse PRS headstock, which is interesting. So like, and that's an interesting thing about the tooling that we were talking about. Usually the long side of that point is on the top, not the bottom. So they're cutting this neck out of one piece. I don't know. Maybe they're not. They're probably not.
So that actually changes the position, because of the way the PRS headstock is laid out, that changes the position of the tuners as well. Because they slide a little, right? I mean, there's room on that block to do it the other way still.
Totally, yeah. Hang on, let me look up my PRS.
Yeah, what's on
I
yours?
could have sworn mine were equal.
I don't think that that's going to make a big difference to anything.
Oops.
Technically, it would change the pitch of the back rattle.
It does, yeah. Let me see.
Which shouldn't be a big deal.
Right, just put one of those little mutes on, which I have on my guitar right next to me, actually.
I have a paper towel stuffed in mine because I'm so classy.
I actually got one of those little like neoprene mutes. It's like a
oh yeah, a good one.
It's like a hair scrunchie. Yeah, it's I like it a lot. It's also great because you can like put it up on the neck. I can just like freaking grab it and show you. I don't know why I'm like looking at it
like gesturing to it.
Yeah, here it is. It's this little guy. And it's like a sweatband underneath, and then the whole outside is like a stretchy neoprene, and on the back it's just Velcro.
Oh, nice. So you don't have to like stretch it over your headstock or anything.
Nope. And it just comes off. It's like a little bracelet thing, and it's pretty thick, which is cool because like if
you need the mass. If it's too light, you can vibrate right through it.
Right. And what's cool is like you can also put it like up on the neck. If you're capoed up high, you can like not worry about the back rattle behind a capo or something. This guitar has like pretty intense back rattle, and
I does too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I usually have it on.
And
you
by
put
the
another
way,
string tree
if
on
anybody's
to help with that, but
but it doesn't totally solve. It's a different.
It doesn't. No.
So if you're listening to this and thinking to yourself, I think most people are probably like right with us, right? But there's going to be some people out there that don't get it right. They're not. Oh, sorry. What?
Update. My PRS, if you can even see this, those tuners are on equal
they're in line.
sides. Yeah, they're in line. So interesting
this is the change
design
to throw it off like that. The worrying about back rattle happens when you're in high gain situations. So if you don't have a problem with it on your guitar, good. But it might be because you're not loud enough yet, bitch.
Or hitting it hard enough. Like honestly, sometimes you really gotta wham it. So I took it off when I was playing in Delaney because occasionally we would like strike behind the nut and get that really crazy like
the
screechy,
atonal nonsense.
Yeah, the horrible sound. But it's like super rock and roll. So you know, I have it back on now that I'm not in a band anymore. Anyway. So Tuesday, the day after this episode airs, the pricing should be available. And the launch should be available for these new SE Silver Skies. I think this is a good move. When it first came out, everyone was like, holy shit, look at this thing. It's the Strat killer.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you know, and then, well, can we get one that's affordable?
Wait. Googling intensifies. I'm not
2022,
really
is the Strat dead?
Another casualty of the pandemic.
Oh my God. The guitar is back, except the Strat.
Except the Strat, it's gone. So many great years. So many great years, that guitar. Subtitle, Gibson thrilled.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
Oh, that's it. That's the whole show, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Turn it off. Shut it down.
No, but we could.
New approach for 2022.
Did we think of Did we think of something that's going to happen now instead of the butts during the the Pedal Genie read?
I'd thrown in sharks for some reason. For no reason. Just
okay.
I searched the first thing that came to mind, and that happened to be sharks. I'm gonna lose my sweater.
For some reason.
Sharks for some friggin' reason. This is a call. Send all your shark gifts.
Okay. Sharks for some reason. Buckle up.
Pedal Genie is like the Netflix of guitar pedals. Rent any pedal you want for as long as you want for one low monthly price. Shipping is included and there are no late fees or time limits. With over 1,500 pedals to try from nearly 100 different manufacturers, Pedal Genie definitely has the gear you want to try. Subscriptions start with Flex at just $19.95 a month. Try out one pedal at a time for as long as you want. Send it back when you're ready for the next one. For only $39.95 a month, the standard subscription includes shipping, so you could have a different pedal every few days. If one isn't enough for you, Pedal Genie Pro gets you 3 pedals at a time for only $64.95 a month. Shipping included. There's a subscription for everyone, and best of all, your first month is free. If you find the pedal of your dreams, the one you just have to keep, Pedal Genie will offer you a buyout option. Prices vary with the length of your membership and the type of pedal, but you'll definitely get an awesome price for the pedal in your hand. So head to pedalgenie.com to fill up your wish list with pedals, and they'll send out your first pedal ASAP. Pedal Genie, all your pedal wishes granted.
Oh my lord. Okay, so the Sharks
I like
going strong for their first outing. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this idea of a new gift call for every episode.
Every episode. Yeah. That's that. I almost. This is so embarrassing. I almost said that's really fly. I meant to say that's gonna fly.
Super fly.
That's so fly, man.
It's super. It's just very fly.
So,
maximum fly.
It is. It's so much more fly than some other less fly things.
Gift call for next week: flies.
I love the cultural touchstone that is throwing slices of cheese onto stuff's face.
Yes, me too.
It is the harmless bit of trolling that I can really get behind in these trying times.
Yes.
It is never not funny to me. There are times when I have been truly sad, and seeing somebody do that to like their 1-year-old or something has just brought me back.
Brings you right back in
does.
where you need to be.
Right back where I can get through my day, knowing that kid got
cheese on the baby's face.
That kid got cheese throws on his face, and
you got cheese, kid.
You got cheese, you little bitch. Oh man. Just thinking about that stupid kid, it makes me so happy. And then they do it to other things like cats and stuff that really don't know what's going on, and that's even better. Whew.
Okay.
All right, so what are we doing first here? Is this
checking if my guitar's in tune?
Oh, you don't have to tune guitars now. Update.
Close enough.
You don't have to tune guitars anymore.
So I have my blue telly here and the Candy Apple Fuzz from
Candy
Barefoot
Apple
Effects.
Fuzz!
Oh,
Can you push this switch with the shoe though? Like
yeah, I think you can. Well, also notice that it's barefoot like the animal.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like with some other foot that's not a bear's foot.
You need a bear's foot for this pedal to work. Worth it.
It's out of stock. There must be so many people with bears.
So actually, I don't think they. God damn it, Justin!
Loosen it, man. It's the cheese on the face. I was really done for as soon as I saw that. Okay.
Okay, we're back.
Tell me about the barefoot the bear's foot app, the candy. Yeah, this pedal. Tell me about this one.
I don't think they make it anymore. Which is maybe why it's out of stock. But it's
we buried the lead.
Yeah, it's
This pedal
if
doesn't
you want
exist.
it, too bad. If you want it, too bad. You can't even buy this from Pedal Genie. Actually, they won't let you purchase this one. It says right on the box.
It's a rare commodity.
Yeah, so it's a fuzz.
Yeah.
I think it says it's a germanium hybrid fuzz. I think it's kind of like Big Muff territory. I don't actually know if the circuit is attempting a Big Muff at all, but it feels like that kind of like really rich, kind of woolly thing. So
Just 18
there's controls
volts, though, which is not very Big Muff. Big Muff is typically really low power.
Also, the case,
Maybe
the
that's just
lettering.
buffers.
The lettering looks like it was kind of written in Sharpie or something like that, and it has all
like
but
like
worn
paint
off.
marker or something.
Yeah, and on the one I have, it has all but worn off, so I can't really read it. It's this thing has seen some shit.
That's
you guys.
legit.
So,
Well, you when a bear steps on your pedal a few times, all the writing comes off.
well, what do you expect?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
They have the
don't
most
be ridiculous.
powerful feet in the animal kingdom.
I don't think we need to say it, but like, yeah, sure. For those that don't know,
Yeah. Here on the bear control,
okay.
the most
So
powerful feet.
There's controls according to this image that I have to reference because they're worn off on the pedal I have. It has volume, fuzz, nature, and treble. And I think either this pedal is very dirty or the nature control is like a bias adjustment because it's an awfully crackly pot. So
Sounds right. It's probably the adjustment for how clothed your bear is.
yeah. Wait a minute.
What happened?
Uh-oh, did my guitar just friggin' shit the bed?
Oh, I'm hearing crackling.
What happened? No.
Wait, this was the moment? It was working
Yeah.
right before
you
we
just
started
heard it
recording.
a second ago.
Yeah.
This guitar did need a little bit of work right at the end of my band stuff. Oh no.
I
You
heard something
guys.
crackling. Is it just a loose jack?
I took the
No.
Oh no.
You have another guitar handy?
Not handy.
Wait, let me give you this one.
Oh, thanks. Shit, what am I gonna do?
It didn't work.
This wow. Must just be a loose wire or something, but
Yeah.
that's what I get for having like a gajillion hours on this guitar and not taking very good care of it. What do we do?
Do you want to run and get one? I can set up.
I do,
I
yeah.
can switch over and we'll talk about this pedal for a second.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. I might cut this out.
I guess it was probably kind of dumb of me to not check the cable before just assuming my guitar was broken.
Well, yeah, it was.
Yeah, but to be fair, that guitar was giving me a little bit of a problem.
You had
not that long
reason
ago.
to suspect it. All right, we're in
Okay.
business.
I think we're working again. Hello, I'm back. Close enough.
Close enough. So, am I still on
Anyway,
the screen? Yes,
sorry.
I am. Nope. Nobody even knows about it because I edited it all out.
Oof.
Oof. Am I still editing? Probably not.
Whatever. Anyway, now I'm playing this guitar, you guys. Okay. Yeah, that was weird. My guitar's not broken. Broken cable or jack on this pedal.
Or
Whatever.
possibly
Anyway.
a loose jack, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the Candy Apple Fuzz from Barefoot. Like I said, I think it's a big muff. It's probably not. Okay. That's the crackly knob.
Ooh, yeah. That's a bias control.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So give me like 3 versions of the nature.
Maybe it's the jack that's on this pedal that's giving me a hard time. Oh, hang on. Okay, so yeah, let's go nature. This is fully counterclockwise. I also have not played guitar like at all this week, so I'm pretty bad right now. Okay. We'll go fully clockwise.
Yeah.
And then noon, how about that?
Yeah. That's kind of cool. So you do kind of get like noon is pretty reasonable for a fuzz pedal, and then the other 2 are sort of broken in different ways.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's closer to Tone Bender, but it's got this like the treble control mixed with the fuzz control together. Like you can get this like big wall of sound kind of thing that just makes me think of Big Muff. This is fuzz and treble all the way up. Oh, I'm peaking.
Cool.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I get you. Cool. Well, if you like that pedal, too bad.
Yeah, get one on Reverb. I've seen a few for sale.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna set up a live stream and do a demo and all that jazz at some point.
Sweet.
I just haven't had a chance. I thought about doing it like while I was on break, but then, I figured a lot of people would be.
Then you got looking out a window, and then looking.
Then
out
I was like,
oh,
I've got a whole bunch of stuff to not do. But I also kind of thought other people are probably still kind of in a weird limbo state. So like, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll do it when we're all back to normal.
We're not exactly professional YouTubers that can release a video on New Year's Day, And then
speaking of which, I did record a couple of videos about Helix things.
Nice.
Yep, and they're edited and stuff, and I just need to put some final touches on those, and we'll kind of release them whenever they're ready and whenever I get around to it. Cool. I did say a stupid thing. I said, because I filmed it before New Year's, and I said earlier this year I got a Helix,
which was true.
Which was true then. Well, I guess it's still true until it's been a year since I got the Helix.
Earlier this Helix year.
Yes. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm aware of my dumb things. Anyway, cool, man. What do you have?
I have for the listening pleasures, I have this guy. So this is Adventure Audio's Again delay. And
Adventure Audio Again.
Adventure Audio Again is I think how you're supposed to pronounce it. Mm-hmm. Let's see, tone control pick.
I've had a couple of things from Adventure Audio.
Helps if you plug it in.
We're really batting 1,000 today, guys. I thought my guitar was broken. It was not.
I had all day to plug this in and I didn't do it. Okay, anyway. Whoa. I think it was already on, you guys. That's not the pedal.
Okay.
All right, so let's turn
Message
this on.
received.
So this is some kind of fucked up delay. I don't know. They don't seem to have a website. I don't know if they're they have like an Instagram presence and a Facebook presence, so maybe they just don't feel like having a website. I still got that hum.
Oh.
What is that? That seriously like only happens when we're doing this show. I think it's something about my streaming setup that causes it.
Weird.
Yeah.
My lord. It's seasick.
Is this a delay or what?
It says it's a delay. A classic vintage style modulating delay. You're already familiar with. Wait.
Let's turn the volume
Whoa.
up. Oh man, it's really gonna hum at me.
So is there that depth control? Turn that down.
You want to hear less depth? There's like a pinchy spot in the blend knob. Okay, the depth is turning down. Okay. So I've removed some of the modulation at least.
Yeah.
So there's a toggle switch. Oh, that's like dividers. Yeah.
It sounds pretty analog.
Okay, so that's pretty
dark.
pretty tapey.
No, it's not tapey. It's friggin' like a bucket brigade.
Well, it's very filtered. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Tape delays tend to have a high pass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So then the 2 position.
So it must be like
the 1's really fast.
Yeah, that must be like subdivision, not subdivision, but like a rate
It's like a multiplier
range.
or something. Yeah. So that's what the I and I going on in the middle there. You can see on the graphic, and then the delay. I can obviously
do all that stuff. Yeah.
Let's bring the depth back up.
Designed around a cascading system of 3 PT 2399s. Wow, man.
Oh, I just made something fun, didn't I?
What are the... Oh, wait a minute. There's like little CV controls on this, aren't there?
Yeah, there are. There are 3 inputs.
I think there's 5.
Oh, you're right.
There's the 3
There's
across
some on the
top.
bottom too.
Yeah.
It's possible that I'm not even close to exploring what this pedal is made to do here. But there isn't a lot of description about it. It's just lo-fi, slapbacky tape sounds with lots of swish. And
I'm
lots of
looking on
hum,
reverb
'cause
as
I
well.
can't get that stupid hum to go away. I got to try to find that in my system. It does not do that in other situations, and it's clearly not the pedal because it's been like
there's only a couple.
It's been like several of the last few pedals I've had have done.
Yeah. There's only a couple on reverb, and they both have the same description, which is not very descriptive.
Yeah, that's what's on all the other stores too. I looked at a few other sites, and they all share the same graphics. And
one is from CME, which we're looking at here, but Adventure Audio does make cool pedals. Like I trust that it's aside from that weird hum situation we have going on, I trust that it's pretty good. I don't either. I don't think it's the pedal's fault at this time.
Anyway, so that's this fun delay from Adventure Audio. It's quite a thing.
Is it still on? No, I heard something for a minute.
I switched it off. I just set the guitar down. I'm done with that. I don't care about that pedal. It's like whatever. I don't. There's probably some stuff that needs to happen with this CV and stuff like that, but there's no manuals or anything. Like I didn't look super hard, but like I searched for the pedal and I didn't find a good description. So what am I supposed to do with that? You know.
Well, also, it looks like if you buy it like from one of these stores, it comes with a couple. Whoa.
Correct.
What was that?
Oh, I know what that was. Never mind. That was a mistake I made. But actually, that's some insight into where this hum is coming from.
Okay.
I have 3 amps stacked up in here on that channel as well to use for various things. And when I turn them on, the plexi makes a ton of hum, and the other 2 make a very small amount of hum. But I don't know. Maybe that doesn't tell me everything like I thought it did. But anyway,
Weird. Anyway, it looks like if you were to buy it from one of these shops, it comes with a couple of mini plugs, like the little tiny CV patch cables.
Oh, okay.
So it must do something.
Yeah, I kind of wish I knew what it does. Kind of. I mean,
kind of.
What are you
Hey, so
do, right?
Thanks to Pedal Genie. Yeah, here's
Thanks.
the barefoot. You can kind of see how hard it is to read. It's like all worn off, but yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the paint was probably done by hand too.
It also, yeah, it's like kind of chipped and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'll set up a demo for this at some point. Maybe
Sweet.
over the weekend. I don't know.
So an extra thing that I forgot to put in the notes but meant to is
Sorry, I'm looking at the trolling in the chat.
Discord was behind stuff. Oh, what's happened to me? I have 13 amps plugged in. I have 13 amps plugged into this channel. I wonder what's humming. They're not on. I was turning them on and off individually. It's just the 2 of them got turned on at the same time, and then the hum was like blurp. Anyway, that's not what's going on with the pedal though. There was only 1 amp when the pedal was on, and then the
Yeah, Eric. God.
Oh my God.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah, honestly.
What are we even talking about, Justin? I'm like so derailed now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I meant to put this in the notes because I wanted to talk about it, and then I sort of like
Didn't,
and now I'm like frantically at the last second. Yes. Okay. Wait. I'm just making sure. Okay. Yes. Making sure I have the right thing. Okay. So I actually got I got an email and then later a visit from this guy Steven who runs the YouTube channel Gear Stuff and Things, which you can find on YouTube, obviously. And so this guy has a ton of stuff that I think would be there's like a huge amount of overlap there between the audiences of this show and his channel, I would expect.
Awesome.
And he started a new series that's going to be going on where he's like doing like studio tours. And so there, he showed me one, asked if he could come and do a little thing. So now there is a JSong studio tour.
Oh shit!
And
look at this.
He got it right put together, and it was posted back on 12 days ago now. So it was pretty cool. So Steve's a really cool guy, and we just kind of came and like didn't plan anything, just talked about what's going on. And he's shared some of the other stuff that he was doing with this series, and my reply was like, sure, absolutely, you can come. Please understand, like my place is pretty small and cut down kind of on purpose, and it's just, this is what's working for me, and it's not going to be, some of the other ones are, I've seen some really cool studios, multi-room places with tons of guitars and stuff. I'm like, I don't have tons of guitars or anything. He's like, no, it's cool, and we're just kind of like seeing how different people work, and what's
nice.
So anyway, so it's pretty cool.
It's like a 25-minute thing. So
yeah,
does he like interview you?
Basically, like
awesome.
I said, we didn't really plan anything, so it kind of he turned up, and then it was like, okay, so we're just gonna talk. Yeah, all right. So tell me about this. What's your computer? What are you working with these days? Tell me about these guitar pedals. I end up talking a little bit about the podcast because we're like looking at this stuff over here, and it had to explain the Black Lives Matter full tone pedal because that's a little bit weird. And just kind of what I do over here.
What you do.
So yeah, I don't know if anybody finds that interesting, but at the very least, much more of the content on this channel would be of interest to people who like the sort of stuff that we talk about on this show when we do talk about gear and we're not just bullshitting. So
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to check that out for sure. I just subscribed to him.
Yeah, so shouts to
from the Tone Control. I'm going to go back
the Tone
and
Control
subscribe to him on my own
That's
channel.
Right. The Tone Control can subscribe to him. That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, and
Cool,
funny because like the day it came out, in fact, I haven't looked back. I should look back to see if there's more comments. But like the day it came out, I checked it out and there was already comments from people like, "Oh, this is cool. I'm going to check out the podcast." And then another person, "Oh yeah, I'm a listener of that podcast.
Oh,
it
shoot.
is cool." And I was like, "Oh, see, there's already overlap there." So anyway. It was really fun, and Steve's.
I'll go in
Steve's
and reply
people.
as the Tone Control at some point this week, or in the next few days.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I love that.
Sweet. And I guess I'll stick that remind me to stick that in the notes. But anyway, that brings us to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll pop it in the notes right now.
I showed him my 13. No, I did. I didn't show him my 13 amp setup. I turned on two of them at the same time by accident, and the feedback actually blew us out of the room.
Yeah. Place is back under construction a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of a bad time of year to do that, but you don't always plan these things, you know. Mm-hmm. You know what? So I'm gonna let's do some suggestions of the week. I'm gonna play another thing because we only played one sound.
Sure. No idea.
That's the Ivy from Red Witch. I think that was
it was
mine.
you.
Yeah. And that's the pedal that it was really quiet for reasons that I couldn't explain. Its output
That's right.
at max, as it's like a fuzz or a distortion or something, and its output at max was quieter.
It's like way below Unity.
It was quieter than my dry. It was terrible. I mean, once you turned it up, it sounded okay. So
anyway,
you want to talk about your thing?
Yeah.
What struck you today, Derek?
I had a suggestion of the week, and then at the last minute, I changed it here. I just like sometimes play little word games on the web, and the New York Times has some really great ones that are free. You need to be a subscriber for the big crossword, but I play like a bunch of these games every day, like while I'm having coffee and like going through email and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're just super fun. Spelling Bee went a little bit viral not that long ago, where you get like a handful of letters and you get 7 letters and you have to make as many words as you can. With those 7, you have to use one letter though. Like there's a center letter in the design you have to use. There's a miniature crossword, which is just like a 5x5. It's very small and very fun. I just taught myself how to play Sudoku like yesterday, and I'm kind of obsessed with it now. So I've been playing a lot of Sudoku in the last 48 hours. And then you can go into the archive.
I've done some of the. I just realized. Many months ago, Mrs. Wife Marielle got into this.
Oh, cool.
And I'm realizing now that this, of course, this is where she got it from. But the Vortex one where you're connecting
Vertex.
Vertex. I can read. Hold on, I can read.
Good thing these are word games, Justin.
Well, not Vertex. It's a line drawing.
It's
game.
a picture game, yeah.
And Tiles, the one where you have to find the ones that are match. Anyway.
Yeah. Letterboxd is really cool. I just started checking that one out. Like you have to use certain letters that are on the perimeter of a square.
Yeah.
And you can't use letters from the same side of the square in a row. And you have to try to use all the letters in only 5 words. And the last letter of the first word you choose is now the first letter of the next word you have to build. It's very clever.
Very chained up.
Yeah. And then if you scroll down a little bit, you can get some archives, like archive crosswords from years past if you want like the big regular
become
crossword.
Public domain.
Yeah. And then also there's this new one that's been going a little bit viral lately called Wordle. Word L-E.
Wordle.
And Wordle.
I think that's not on here.
That's not on here. It's I'll actually let me grab a link.
Okay.
Link. Tone control chat. Paste. God damn it. Paste. You can pull this up. It's a word guessing game. This one only has one puzzle a day, and you get it's a 5-letter word, and you just have to guess what it is. And when you get a letter right, it will. If it's in the right place, that letter will be green. If you have a correct letter and it's in the wrong place, it'll be yellow. And if it's not in the word at all, it'll just stay gray. And so you have
clicking things. I think I did it wrong.
And you have 6 chances to guess the word based on like what it tells you.
Oh, I can delete these.
Yeah. And then enter to submit. So you can type any 5-letter word. You get 6 chances to guess it. And then each round it tells you like, well, this letter's right, but it's in the wrong place. Like try moving it. So spams.
I had to make it plural to make it fit. Oh, I got one. I got a letter right.
Yeah.
So do I change?
So it's pretty fun.
Oh, I don't want to try
so
S
SP,
again. Okay.
M, and S are not in that word.
That's not correct. Whatever it is has an A in the middle. What's a 5-letter word with A in the middle?
Is that yellow or is it green? It looks yellow.
Oh, it's yellow. So what's that?
So it means A is in the word, but it's not in that spot.
Oh, fuck. I don't want to play this game anymore. This is making me stupid.
Anyway, yeah, they're pretty fun. I kind of
Nice.
just chip away at those throughout the day when I'm like in between stuff, like do a couple Sudoku boxes or a couple of crossword boxes. Also, if you're interested in this stuff, the USA Today crossword online is really good and actually pretty easy if you're trying to like feel smart and do crosswords.
Cool.
So yeah, man.
Rad. Okay. Suggestion of the week. This is a band who I discovered sometime in the last quarter of last year, I would say, and listened to the album so much that I had to stop because it was like, it's been on repeat too much. So this is Moontooth. This is one of these that I, again, just found by telling Apple to show me something I haven't heard before. And they actually pulled up a single from this band that was brand new at the time. But then
Is it the Conduit? I'm looking at their thing.
Probably.
The other one is some word I can't pronounce.
Yeah, some of their songs are words that you can't pronounce. So this is like I really like this, and I think you would really like this. It's very it's very guitar-y. It's kind of technical. I've seen it described as like if Mastodon was like about the cosmos instead of about death and zombies and stuff, or whatever it is that Mastodon is about. You know, so it's sort of like maybe a happier Mastodon, but it's not always happy. I don't know. It's sort of, but so, I mean, there's this, the most recent full album that they've made is fire, start to finish. And the songs are not all alike, but they all have something for everybody. It's so crazy. Like there's bits in
crux.
The Crux, I think
Okay.
that's the album that I've been having on repeat. It's still, it's this band's really got I'm trying to avoid looking at this guy's face right now. Their website doesn't show much. Here, we'll look at that. Look at these two chaps. So anyway, this is a pretty simple website, but I wanted something to put up on the thing. I don't have to keep showing that.
Whatever.
I think it's really cool. There tends to be guitar heroics, but it's not all just about that. It is kind of metal-y, but it's also pretty sung. So it's not going to piss people off who don't like screamy music or something like that. But I think there's something in there for everybody, and there's some really there's a lot of stuff that you can get into just as a casual listener, and it's like these songs are jams, but also from sort of a technical perspective. There's a lot going on there. You start paying attention, like as a player, you can be like, like.
So it's like sathifying as a musician to listen to, but also like still a banger.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Cool. It does chug. I would say, I think pretty much every song has a little chug in it. They're not all based on chug, but anyway. Yeah.
Excellent.
So That's what
Very
I've been
radical.
doing.
I'll listen to that tomorrow.
Fucking
Maybe
A.
while I'm playing friggin' Sudoku.
Maybe, yeah. Jeez, dude, do you have time for Sudoku anymore? Or did I just stress you out?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's the
fine.
thing. So that when I'm like, oh, I can't focus at work, it's because I would just rather be sitting on the couch playing board games, you know?
Sure.
So whatever. First week back, it's expected to be a little rough.
Yeah.
Podcast too.
Yep.
Yep.
What are we gonna
So,
do, right?
well, I guess we're done.
Yeah, is that worth?
Here comes the music. We're done.
They're playing us off. Yeah, man. Good to be back. I think I like this. I like this business about the. Oh wait, we didn't say any of the Discord stuff.
Oh my God.
I didn't say.
Turn the music off.
Hold on. Stop the music. Stop the music. Okay, I was gonna say I like this business about calling out a different GIF each time. That's
Yeah.
cool. I think this cold open business that I was ranting about in the beginning, I think it's going to crash and burn.
Okay.
This is going to be one of those things that we're not going to pull it off.
Yeah.
I
2022
don't know what
year
I
of
would
the
even
GIF.
do. I would love to hear suggestions if people think of a way to do that. But I think if we're not writing a skit or pulling something out of the episode, in which case, like, why isn't it? Like, how am I going to know? And I don't know. It's just seems like a lot of work for not a lot. So I just have to accept the fact that I don't do a cold open.
I mean, I think the funnier thing to do would be to take some bullshit and turn it into a cold open later, right? In like a post-mortem
Yeah.
cold open. But
Would it just?
I don't know.
Yeah, but the closest we can come to that realistically is just like whatever the nonsense is that we say at the beginning.
Yeah.
Just put the theme right after that instead of right before it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I guess maybe I could try. I don't know.
Only
This
if
is-
it works out. Like they don't all have to have it, you know?
I love the thing I'm like pouring my attention into right now has nothing to do with the content of the podcast. It's like should I part my hair on this side? It's the
Right.
which side do I part my hair on of podcasts?
Yeah. So I also want to get back into like reviews.
Yeah,
and,
that's right.
We'll get some other guests on the show and stuff this year. And if there's something you want to like do with the show, if you want to hear us talk about something, send in your show suggestions, your topic suggestions. Send in your.
If they're garbage, we'll shoot them down.
We'll just be like, nah. Send in your music too. Like still ongoing open call for music that you make. Whatever you got, send it, and we'll throw it as the intro music.
As long
for
as
the week.
YouTube isn't going to demonetize us, not that we're making any money.
We would need to monetize for that to happen. So
Yeah,
okay.
well, you never know. You got to plan. You got to plan for the future. All right. So thanks for listening. You can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/thetonecontrol and join our Discord, discord.io/tonecontrol. And from there, you'll find all kinds of fun. And as a Patreon supporter and a Discord user, you'll find even more fun because there is super secret stuff that is on Patreon that you can only see if you're a supporter. And that's why you become part of the royal we.
Yeah.
So anyway, so join us on Patreon if you like the show because we like to have your support and it helps. For just $1 a month, we will have ever dying. We will have so much thanks, so much of the thanks of you and to come to us because of the Patreons. And for $2 a month, you're a supporter plus. You've joined the Royal We and you get to hang out with us and heckle me about my 13 amps in chat. And the supporters this week include Carson Ricketts, Nick Greenwood, Timmy S., Matthew Fenslaw, Ryzen Wolf, Jamie Evans, Jeffrey Wright, Doug King, Doug Gann, Righteous Ryan Johnson, Steve Huffman, Jonas Sabatini, excuse me, Old Flame Strings, Andrew Walsh from Andrew's Alcove, OG friend of the show, Brian Rizzi, Doug Christ of 37 Effects, Sean Wright of Lollygagger Effects, Brian Gower, and Kyle McIntyre of the Tone Jerks podcast.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, damn right.
Thank you all. And Happy New Year, guys.
Yeah, it's fine. Good, hey, way
Nice
to
job.
go. Way to go, Earth.
Nice job orbiting Earth.
You idiot. You just
Not even
fucking sat
orbiting Earth.
there.
I said nice job orbiting Earth like we're all just fucking in space.
No, nice job
Nice job
orbiting,
being on the
comma,
Earth while it Yeah. Nice job being on the Earth while it orbits, chump.
Yeah, idiot. Like you could have helped it.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Let's get the hell out of here. I don't even know what we're doing anymore.
Let's do it. Fuck it.